Well, I'm Rob. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Dylan. I play drums and I also sing.
I'm Mallory. I play bass and also sing.
It's just like a good mix of death metal and grind. I think we always just try to write like as relentless as we can. In our live sets, there's like no breaks or anything like that. I see it as more of just like a constant push towards the audience of just sound and everything. We all just like so many different kinds of music too. It's like interesting when we all get together and write. And we definitely don't like, you know, try to like, I guess, overthink too much. You know, if we think it doesn't sound good, then we just take it out. I try to keep my lyrics to be a little bit more, you know, abstract and try to get people to, you know, kind of take their own thing out of it. I guess like a lot of it's got to do with like dealing with like hate in your life and realizing that it's such a primitive feeling that you have and mentally trying to go through that and how you can just adapt to your environment and learn how to balance like that in a sense. I guess like a lot of it's just like personal stuff too and trying to get a lot of different things out my chest, seeing what's happening in society and like how you become like a product of your environment through that and how you perceive it in a certain way and everything. We'll write pretty like simple and everything. Since I do write all the lyrics, I actually write lyrics for almost all the parts and just kind of chop it up and see what works. And then I think like, you know, maybe Dylan could do a part or Mallory could do a part, but they also, you know, have their own, they also hear different parts of the song where there can be lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll come organically, I guess. When certain parts we're writing, we'll just decide as we're playing it who will do what and then add and emphasize and, you know, kind of just bounce off each other, especially because we do have pretty different vocals, so just seeing how they play together, we'll just kind of work with it and then, you know, go from there.
I got a finger in all your faces, thanks a lot. You're an inhumane bunch of fucking living bastards and bitches, and you're gonna get your asses nuked in the end.
So many bands do the sample thing, but I guess like certain samples that I find are like, they have like a nihilist view of the world that happens around them and then like sort of a hateful view, and their character is like, they're very aware of who they are and they know that since they're like that, they have these certain views and everything. With the music and with my lyrics, that's like kind of what I want to convey. Not just like dealing with hate, but like all the hate that's already in the world and everything.
I get a lot of inspiration from different things. I like a lot of nature and death and a lot of more like organic things like bones and just the anatomy itself. We end up working with faces, bodies, things like that, but I just like to make them more chaotic or a little more distorted. The most recent one, Aggravated Mayhem, was just more about like the vibration like of aggression and anger, and trying to have like more layers to it. That's why there's so many people on it and like just more chaotic and like that.
We're writing now. I think for the most part, we're still writing that aggressive, like nihilist grind and stuff. But I think we're definitely trying to maybe take new routes, experiment a little bit more with like the noise and certain sounds that we haven't touched on yet or anything like that, and like
just needs more texture.
Yeah, more textures.
Definitely experimenting.
Yeah. But we're taking our time with it too, so like we're not really rushing too much with it. But you know, soon things will happen soon.